Hello and welcome back to day 2 of Bookmas. Merry Christmas. Welcome back. I hope you guys had a wonderful December 1st and that your December 2nd is going well and has lots of Christmas cheer. Today, as you could tell from the thumbnail and the title of the video, we are reading Christmas romances. I am filming this intro after the fact, and so I'm super excited to say that it went spectacularly. I can't wait for you to see all of my thoughts on the books in this video. How these books were chosen, I literally mood read them, super mood reading. I found the first one was on Audible. The first book we read is The Best Worst Christmas by Kate Forster, and I listened to it on Audible. It was like a free, an Audible original that was with my membership. So there's that one. Then I read Candy Canes and Christmas Games by C.P. Cabanis? No idea, I'm so sorry. That one, I saw a video that the author posted on TikTok about the release of the book, a couple days before, and so I went and got it. And then I read that one on Kindle. And then the last one I read was A Cross Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh, and this one was on Kindle Unlimited. I think both the last two were on Kindle Unlimited. Anyway, these are all clean Christmas romances that I've read over the last couple of weeks, and I can't wait for you guys to see my thoughts. So stick around for a fun Christmassy romance vlog. All right, see you guys when you're done. I thought it was about time for a check-in. This check-in is actually happening before I film the intro or anything. I don't have any Christmas stuff up yet, but I am halfway through The Best Worst Christmas by Kate Forster on Audible. It's an Audible original, and it's only 4.5 hours long, so it's not a very long audiobook at all. It's really cute. It's really fun. If you're looking for, it's a very Hallmark coded. So far, some funny things have happened. Basically, this girl named Lily moved to Australia, and now she came back home to visit her parents in somewhere in England for Christmas. Her mom is dating her ex-boyfriend's dad, apparently. I'm starting to think that I don't know if that's actually happening or not. I think it's a ploy. But anyway, so her and her ex-boyfriend are now having to spend time together over Christmas. And they haven't seen each other in a really long time, and it was a really nasty breakup. Now they're spending Christmas together. They're having to stay in the same house. They're doing all these Christmassy things together as a family, but those two are just hanging out. They went skating, they went to a reindeer park, they went down and cut a Christmas tree down, all of the things. So all of this basically, very Hallmark romance coded. There's nothing super amazing about it. There's things that are a little cringy. There's parts that I'm I'm not sure how realistic that is, but I feel like that's what you look for in a Christmas romance book. So that being said, I don't think I'm gonna rate it super highly, 3.5 stars, but nothing terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna keep listening and I will check in when I finished it. Hello, I'm basically in the same spot you saw me last, but it is the next day, and I just finished The Best Worst Christmas. Overall, it was a fun read. If you're looking for something cozy, winter, Christmas, Hallmark movie-esque, this is perfect. I did like the narrators. They were really good. I love their accents and everything. The plot was fun. It just wasn't anything mind-blowing by any means. Definitely a Hallmark book. There were some cringy things. Anyway, but it was small town. They dated when they were younger. Then she moved away. They had a nasty breakup, and which the reason they broke up was actually kind of valid. So there's that. And then they both come back for Christmas to hang out with their families, and their parents are dating, and so then they have to spend a lot of Christmas together. They fall back in love. They talk about what happened. Very typical Hallmark romance. Very cute plot. Very fun. The main character was such a cutie. My only qualm with any of it is that it just was a Hallmark romance, a ton of emotional depth or anything, and so that's kind of where it was lacking. But overall, a super fun read. I definitely recommend it for a Christmas romance read. The next thing we're gonna start, and I'm actually super excited for this one. I saw it on TikTok. It is a closed door Christmas romance, which the last one too was closed door. Nothing like that happened until the end of the book, which is only 4 hours in the book, so not a hard feat there. But anyway, It was super clean. Closed door. So there's that. This one is also supposed to be a closed door romance. It's called Christmas Games and Candy Canes by C.P. Cabanis. I almost said Catabasis. I haven't read that one either, so I don't know why that came to mind. But anyway, it's Cabanis. It only has 16 reviews so far on Amazon. I know that it was released on the 11th, I think. So nothing like, not very many people have read it yet. I'm super excited to get into it. It looks super cute. I genuinely can't remember what it's about, but I just remember seeing, I think it was the author post about it on TikTok, and I was like, oh, that sounds really cute and fun and like perfect Christmas read. Also, it is November 16th, so it feels really early, but I want to get all these videos done for Bookmas, and so I'm really excited. Anyway, so we are going to get ready and start that now. Look how cute, how fun. I'm excited to read it. A music dog. You know, what else is there not to love? Okay, I'm going to go. All right, we are overdue for a check-in because I finished Christmas Games and Candy Canes. I think I'm going to rate it 4 stars. Obviously I ate it up. I read for like 2 hours last night and then about 2 hours this morning. It took me probably about 3 hours, 3.5 hours to read it. It was super cute. I didn't find anything too cringy. Definitely there's some like Hallmark movie parts, like pretty standard Hallmark movie things. But overall, it wasn't super cringy. I definitely liked it better than The Best Worst Christmas. I did read it on my Kindle, so I did physically read it, and so that could have made a difference. I definitely like books better when I physically read them. So, that all being said, it is on Kindle Unlimited. It just came out on the 11th. There aren't very many reviews out of it yet, so get your hands on it. Honestly, super, super fun read. Gave me all the fun vibes. I was kicking my feet. I was giggling. The main character is a cutie pie, and their banter, their flirting is so cute. Anyway, next, I think I'm going to read a book by Courtney Walsh. Across Country Christmas is the one I'm planning on reading. Sorry I didn't get another check-in there. This video's going to end up being so short because I forgot to check in. But also, don't mind my, like, zits bothering me so bad. Anyway, all that being said, I'm going to finish my lunch and get back to work. So, farewell. I thought it was about time for a check-in. I am 42% of the way through Cross Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh. I did hear that this one was closed door, so I'm really hoping that it is. I'm currently eating an ice cream while I have a little break from work. Also, side note that feels really important to me. Have you guys tried one of these yet? They're delicious. If you haven't, you need to. Okay, anyway, that being said, I am 100 pages and 42% into Cross Country Christmas, and I'm loving it. It's cute. It's fun. It definitely gives a little bit more substance than the last 2 books. I do think the last one I read is my favorite so far. These are both second chance romances, which I haven't necessarily loved in the past, but I'm not sure exactly where I'd rate them by each other yet. I do think this one will probably be around a 4-star, 4.5-ish. I don't remember if I told you my rating for the last one. I'll have to check on that. This may be I may have to go back and record, but that's okay. Anyway, so I am going to read here for a little bit and check in with you when I'm done. The male main character is super cute. The female main character is super cute. I love this idea of like a road trip. I do hate that she was like tricked into this trip. I mean, I feel like she needed to, but the fact that like this is like significantly longer than she had planned feels unrealistic to me just a little bit, because even she mentions this. She only has a certain amount of time off, and they're supposed to be heading down for Christmas with their family. It was supposed to be like a 3-day trip. He's planning on this taking like 7 days. Like, that's a huge difference when you're talking about like time off from work and things. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, and we'll have to see how that wraps up to see if that's a big problem for me or not. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading, and I will check in when I'm done. All right, hello. I'm eating my little, is it gonna fall? My little after work snack. This check-in is gonna be chaotic. I can already sense it. I've got some red velvet cookies from 7-Eleven. Did I need these? Nope. Here we are. It's festive. This looks like so festive. More festive than any of my outfits so far in the video. Also, I finally got my hands on Winter Wonderland Alani, which finally, it's still November, so finally is like a strong word. I don't have a lot of time for this chicken. So we're gonna make it kind of snappy. I finished Across Country Christmas last night. The last check-in was like 2 days ago, so it like wasn't as quick as I expected to. Excuse me. But I did finish it, and so here's my thoughts. I feel like some of my logistical concerns I had still weren't solved. I think there's... Alright, sorry. Somebody was walking past and I didn't want them to be in my video without wanting to be in my video. So, although I guess I could have covered it with my cookie. Anyway, the logistical concerns I had about, like, her getting back to work after having time off and all of that stuff really didn't make sense to me. The final thing that he did, that, like, the straw that broke the camel's back, I guess, to, like, really spark this relationship between them, I would say was really cute. I really enjoyed that. I definitely liked Christmas Games and Candy Canes better, and I cannot remember what I rated that one, but I definitely want to rate this one higher. So I think what it's going to be... Are my teeth red? Kind of. Fine. Best Worst Christmas, I'm going to rate 3.5 stars. Then Christmas Games and Candy Canes, I am going to rate 4.5 stars. 4.25. And then this one's going to get 3.75. I know that's so specific and like ridiculous, but that's what we're going to rate them. What did I have today that was so red? This can't be turning my teeth. Yep, definitely is a cookie. I'll cut that out. Anyway, that's what we're gonna rate them. Overall, a pretty good rating vlog. Like, anything over a 3 is a pretty good book that I would recommend to other people. So, super excited about that. If you're seeing this, that means that there's already some Vlogmas videos up. So make sure you go check those out and follow along for more, and Merry Christmas. All right, welcome back. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I know that I did. A little final wrap up of the books we read in this video. First, we read The Best Worst Christmas by Kate Forrester. I rated this book 3.5 is what I settled on. I can't remember what I said in my clips, but I've settled on 3.5. This was a fun read, nothing super crazy. Definitely some things that, like, I don't know, maybe not really gave me the ick. It just didn't, like, hit as hard as the rest of the books in this vlog. The next one was Candy Canes and Christmas Games by C.P. Cabanis. I'm not sure. Anyway, this book was a lot of fun. I distinctly remember lots about this book, so that means I enjoyed it more than the other ones in the video. This book is about... I should have said this in the beginning. Already, I don't remember anything about The Best Worst Christmas. So hopefully I talked about that more. So that's 3.5. It was fine. It was good. Candy Canes and Christmas Games. This one is an enemies to lovers. Like, they hate each other. They've always been rivals. The guy doesn't know they're rivals. But anyway, they've always been rivals all through high school and everything. I wouldn't say enemies to lovers. Rivals to lovers. They both end up in their hometown for Christmas, competing in these Christmas games together. It goes on from there. Tons of fun. Super cute. The games are fun. The family is really fun. I love the side characters. So I rated this one 4.25 is what I decided on. I think I decided on 4.25. Holiday romances never get super high for me. So 4.25. And then the last one was Across Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh. I rated this one 4. I did not like this one quite as much as Candy Canes and Christmas Games. And I think the problem is that I read it after Candy Canes and Christmas Games because they're very, very similar. In this one, they are rivals. They've had a little bit of history. The guy doesn't remember their history, which is a little weird. It's brother's best friend. They're on a road trip together. And obviously the premises sound very different, but they read very similarly. And so I think that's what set up Across Country Christmas, like, for failure. That one did make me cry, though. That one was really emotional. So if you're looking for an emotional Christmas read, I might suggest that one. But I did enjoy Candy Canes and Christmas Games better. So kind of take that with what you will. That all being said, we have made it to the end of the video. I am so excited for Bookmas and everything that's going on. Thank you guys for hanging around while I read these books today. In the comments, leave me a candy cane emoji to let me know that you are, is there a candy cane emoji? Or a Christmas tree? I don't know, either one, what's there. So that I know that you stuck around. I appreciate you guys so much. And tomorrow's video is reacting to 1-star ratings of my 5-star books. So I would love to have you there. Come hang out and let's get our feelings hurt. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow.